What's up, everybody? Today is day 24 of reading the verse of the day and the scripture behind it. So let's get into it. So the verse of the day is John chapter 10, verse 11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. This explains, that the shepherd owns the sheep and is completely devoted to them. Jesus is not merely doing a job or performing a duty. He loves us and has even laid down his life for us. False teachers and false prophets do not have this commitment. Jesus refers to himself as the Good Shepherd. This would remind Jews of Ezekiel's scathing rebuke through which God has cascaded the evil leaders of Israel. Immediately after this, God had said he would take charge as a good shepherd. Jesus clearly identified himself with God by using the title. So that's what it's explaining. He calls himself the good shepherd because he leads us, he tends to us, and that is not his job or anything. Like I said, it's him overflowing us with the forgiveness, the love, and the guidance. That's why he refers to himself as a shepherd. Alright, so now let's get into the scripture. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him. For they know his voice, and a stranger will not follow, but he will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. This parable spake Jesus unto them, but they understand not what things they were which he spake unto them. Then said Jesus unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out, and find pasture. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. The hireling flee, because he is an hireling, and careth not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. And they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. Therefore doth my Father love me, because I lay down my life, that I might take it again. No man taketh from me, but I lay down of myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father. There was a division therefore again among the Jews for these sayings. And many of them said, He hath the devil, and is mad. Why hear ye him? Others said, They are not the words of him that hath the devil. Can a devil open the eyes of the blind? And one of the things it talks about is no one can take the death of Jesus. So it says Jesus' death and resurrection as part of God's plan for the salvation of the world. We're under God's full control. No one could kill Jesus without his consent. Another thing it was saying, if Jesus was merely a man, his claims to be God would have proven him insane. But his miracles proved his words true. He really is God. The Jewish leaders could not see beyond their own preconceived ideas, and they looked at Jesus only from a human perspective. Jesus confined in a human box, but Jesus was not limited by the restricted vision. That was day 24. I will see y'all tomorrow. God bless, my friends.